It's always a bit of a mystery. Oh, yeah. Good evening, YouTube. It's a Monday. We're here for our student check-in. So basically, we're going to be here from, well, usually 6 o'clock-ish onwards. Make sure you hit the bell because the time's not all that regular. And as a result, if you don't want to miss these sessions, then if you hit the bell, you'll get a notification when we're about to start. Okay, so I'm going to send the link to Ronnie. I'm here with Rich. Ronnie's on the chat. Gonna say hi, Rich?
Hey guys, how we doing? Monday night check in as is our kind of usual thing throughout the year. We've had a bit of a stuttered start on it because we've been so busy with other stuff, but it starts now basically. And yeah, we got a big one coming up next Monday.
We do, yeah. So next Monday, so I don't know, just to give you guys a bit of a brief backfill, like we've been running some starting year 12 courses, which is like a mini series sampling some of the videos and topics you're going to be doing starting year 12 with live classes. That's all coming to an end. You guys have started year 12 now, and we've done the same for year 13, starting the year 13 year, the topics that you're going to be coming across. You can ask us questions and sort of get to grips with everything. It's really important that you get a good handle on the beginning of year 12 and the beginning of year 13 so that you don't end up with a disaster at the end of your year 12 and year 13, basically. So we've run those courses, and next week we are effectively turning them off because you've started the year, and we're doing a big live web class on the importances of starting the year really well for year 12 students and for year 13 students on YouTube this sort of time next week. So 6 o'clock is the year 12 one for next week, and 7 o'clock is the year 12 web class for live class for next week. So we're going to be covering basically essential things: how to get on top of your work, why it's really important not to get behind, and some good strategies to do that. What's like the minimum amount of effort that you can put in to make sure you're on top of things, so that things when you get to the exams at the end of the year are not going to be overwhelming for you. Also, we'll give you some indication of which topics are the most essential sort of foundations, building blocks. Like Rich can tell you a little bit now, maybe just about what you're probably doing in A-level chemistry at the beginning of year 12.
Yeah, so we were talking before about, what a year 12 is going to be thinking about. We're trying to get into your kind of headspace really and figure out what you guys are thinking at the moment. And everything's probably a bit of a blur. And one of the, examples I came up with before is you're probably doing a lot in terms of atomic structure in chemistry if you're an A-level chemist. And that's great. Okay, you're learning A-level chemistry standard atomic structure. But what you don't really understand is the importance of that elsewhere in the course as well. Right now, you're just kind of doing whatever's been given to you in class, and that's totally understandable. But what we're here to do and what we do try to do really, really well here at TT is kind of bring everything together. So, you're doing atomic structure now. Where's that going to be important further down the line? Because you don't know, okay, you could be doing something and think, oh my God, that's really hard. It must be really important. When actually in the grand scheme of things, it's not that important because there's only maybe 2 or 3 marks allocated to that every year in the exam. So you don't know what the most important parts are. So that's what we're here to do as well. So atomic structure is definitely one that's going to help you. If you understand that really well, that's going to help you a lot further down the line, even into year 2. So making sure you get a real good handle on that is so important. But then there's others that are not so important. So it's kind of putting context and a perspective on these things for you, and that's what we're aiming to do, as well as help you get organized. Okay, try and settle things down because everything's probably a bit of a whirlwind for you guys in year 12s as well at the moment.
Yeah, especially starting year 12. Like at this point, most of the course is still ahead of you, and it's impossible to use hindsight when you haven't gone through the process before. We've been through this process tens and tens of times, and we can sort of share with you. I think what's different about us is that I coach my students as if I was coaching myself when I was studying it. I try not to give completely unrealistic advice. Oh, do 4 hours of homework every evening, do all these practice questions every night of the week. Like I try to be as realistic as I can in terms of the advice that I give. So this topic is absolutely essential. You kind of have to know this, otherwise you're totally screwed later on. And then there's other bits of the course, which Rhys said, less important. Not that you shouldn't learn them, but like don't spend equal amounts of time on super important things and really quite irrelevant things, because where are you going to get more marks on the exam? Like it's really important that you sort of use someone's experience to coach you through that and basically give you the setup that you need so that you are seeing the A level in its kind of the bigger picture right there.
Yeah, I can't understate, Rich was mentioning experience there. We've done this, like Rich said, tens and tens of times before. We've had thousands of students that we've helped over the years that we've been teaching. So, we know this stuff inside out, and we know, hopefully we got an idea how you guys are feeling, but then we've got a really good idea on separating out what's important, what's not important. These are the things you need to be doing well, and this is what you need to be doing at various points in the year. And that's why we've called this, why is it important to do some work before Christmas? Not just because it's like you will do some work and you will do it now, otherwise you're going to fail. That's not the message we want to give. We want to give the message that there are certain very important things you can be doing right now that are going to set the foundations for the rest of your year. Because the last thing you want to be doing is flying by the seat of your pants all the way up to like March and then think, I got to revise now. How do I revise? I don't know what I need to revise. Do I need to revise that more or that more? So it's about setting those foundations. And when you get to March, April time, and you start thinking about your exams, you're in a good place and you've got everything you need to start revising effectively. So that's why we say do some work now, but what work? We're going to be telling you that next Monday.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to give you all the lowdown next week. I mean, like the best strategies that we can share with you so that you can make managing your learning a bit more effective, a little bit less overwhelming. This goes for year 13s as well. It's not just for year 12s, obviously. We've been getting loads and loads of questions and loads of inquiries about the fact you can use our courses. You can join our sort of regular live classes as well as the stuff we do on YouTube with you guys. And every single day we get questions just asking us to show you how to do it. So I'm just going to give you a super quick run through of that. So from the Tailored Tutors webpage, or from the homepage, you will see something like this. So you can, this big button here, try it free, will take you to free-trial, which is the website, the page for us. And you can basically see here the coupon that you can use on any of the courses. Now, something I would just suggest as well is that this is the coupon. It's the same coupon for all the courses. So you can choose whether you want to do biology, chemistry, or maths. But if you want to do chemistry and maths, for example, it's best that you choose the course that you would most likely continue with. So we're super confident that once you've tried it and you've used it a lot, you're going to see how effective it is and that you're going to want to continue your subscription. So if you do all the different subjects individually, if you do biology and chemistry individually, it would be more expensive than getting just the biology and chemistry package combined. So it would be free for you in your first month. Doesn't matter what package you choose or how many times you use it. But just remember that if you want to continue the subscription, if you've done 2 different courses or 3 different courses, then it'll either be more expensive for you or you'll have to faff around emailing us and trying to get in contact so how we can like merge all your courses together so you're paying the cheaper price. So just have a think about that before you use the coupon. If you want to do multiple subjects, just go with the multiple subjects bundle. I think we're more or less done. Any other questions or any other business? Any students out there? Everyone's pretty quiet today. Well, what I suggest is that you just, you hit the bell and subscribe to us, and you come back next time, Monday, 6 o'clock for year 12s and 7 o'clock for year 13s. And we'll basically be here with all the useful advice you might want to know about starting the year in such a way that it's about avoiding stress and not creating yourself a major drama in the months ahead. And if you can do that, then you'll make your A-level journey a lot more manageable, a lot less stressful, and a lot more successful at the end of the year.
Hear, hear.
Well, in which case, on that note, we'll see you next week.